What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and I can't believe I'm going to say this. I had to side with Carvana on something. Holy shit. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I am not a fan of Carvana. But they may be doing something that could address the bullshit problems that we've had at Dodge, Ram, and Jeep dealerships. I don't know, going on 2 years, 3 years. I mean, our channel blew up with going after dealers for doing dumb shit and taking advantage of customers. And it looks like Carvana agrees and dealers are getting worried. I can't believe I could be on the same side as these mofos. Well, we're going to talk about all that and more right after this.
For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent.
Guys, before we get into today's video, I got to talk about the giveaway on the channel. A Ram TRX is ending early. Not for any other reason that we're just not greedy. No sense of us leaving it up when it's already done what it needs to do in terms of, you know, supporting the charity, covering the out that was on the truck. So if you want to get in on it, we have a St. Patrick's Day special now for the 16th and the 17th with 25K X entries. It will close out at 12:01 a.m. on March 18th, and we will announce the winner on the 22nd of March. So if you want to get in on it, feel free to do so. And we went ahead and matched everything else on the site as well. So if you're more into the Chrysler 300 or the SRT Jeep Grand Cherokee, you can do that as well. But anyways, tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com, link in the description. So I can't believe that I'm siding with Carvana on anything. You got to be friggin' kidding me right now. But Carvana has been buying a ton of Stellantis products. I mean, dealerships, right? So the used car retail giant has spent more than $160 million buying Stellantis dealerships, quietly expanding its reach into the new car market. Now, Carvana has always been the one that sold shit cars, stolen cars, bootleg cars, trash cars, beat the shit cars, and then they like put lipstick on a pig and they put it in a vending machine and then they sell it to you at 22% interest. They bend you over and rail you straight up the ass. That's what Carvana is, and that's what they've been doing for a long time. Now, Carvana acquired Stellantis dealerships in Boston, Phoenix, and Atlanta. Now, it looks like they're going to use this as a cheap entry into new car sales and could offer free shipping beyond traditional dealer lines, meaning you could buy a brand new Ram through Carvana or a brand new Dodge Charger through Carvana at Phoenix or Boston or Atlanta, and they ship it straight to your door, undercutting other dealers all over the country with cheaper prices because they're able to move numbers. Now, I got people here in town that I rock with, or I quote unquote that I fuck with, however you want to call it, and I'm talking about Tobin. Tobin Dodge is the #1 Dodge dealer on the planet. Like, they sell the most inventory. It's not even close. Chop be letting his nuts hang on these dealers. Pause. But you know what I'm saying. I'm wondering, and I haven't reached out to him directly yet. I'll probably do that this week just to get his insight on what he thinks about the Carvana situation, because yes, it will encroach on what Chop is doing, and it's going to encroach on numbers because they have a Carvana dealership here. They could move stuff in between their network. Does it make Tobin not the #1 Dodge dealer anymore? No, but it gives Carvana a bigger playground to play with. And, you know, Chop is here in Nevada, and Carvana is playing 4D chess and going across the entire country. Doesn't mean that they don't still win. I'm not saying that. We'll see. But let's look at it. Last week, Carvana purchased its latest Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership in Boston, having already closed deals on sites in Phoenix, Atlanta, Dallas, San Diego, and Sacramento over the past year. The company is remaining tight-lipped about its plans, but some industry observers suspect Carvana is targeting Stellantis stores because of the car maker's recent financial and sales troubles, and the possibility of a bounce back with the help of a new V8 powered and hybrid models. As such, these dealers serve as a cheap entry point for Carvana into the new car market. The move has ruffled some feathers. The Detroit News had reported members of Stellantis' dealer body fear Carvana may undercut other stores on price and the possibility of offering convenient home delivery in areas outside their territory. New car listings on Carvana already show it's offering free shipping to locations hundreds of miles from a dealer. I didn't even have to get that far into the article to tell you I knew that was coming. Stellantis is no doubt aware of what Carvana is doing. In a recent letter sent to dealers, Stellantis spokesperson Anne-Marie Fortunet failed to address the company's moves, but did announce a new rule from the start of this year where no person or entity may acquire more than one CDJR dealership in a rolling 12-month period. She didn't say whether this rule was implemented because of Carvana and because of them snapping up facilities, simply stating it was made due to an increase in interest from new and untested dealers to our network to purchase a number of locations. Now, let me be very clear. They only sold, or they had 75 dealerships change hands in transactions last year. But this is Carvana playing chess and squeezing out other dealers. If I was another dealer, I'd be mad too. But do you know what's funny? It's funny that these, I don't want to say effing scumbags, but effing scumbags are worried about Carvana undercutting them on price. If you just sold the vehicle at a fair price, like, I don't know, MSRP, and didn't try to sell a bunch of junk fees and bullshit, people wouldn't be going to Carvana. They'd go to your regular dealership. Just saying. They're not doing that because you're playing fucking games. And now these dealers that play fucking games are going back and going, ooh, wait a minute. This could actually hurt us bad. Yeah, because no one's going to come to your dealership when they can order the car online and have it come straight to their house. And then, Carvana still has that 7-day return window. Nobody's messing with these dealers. And it will totally change the way you can buy a car. Now, Stellantis stepping in and keeping them from buying any more, I get it. But here's the thing. Carvana doesn't need any more. If they have all of those dealerships in all of those different cities, they have West Coast, East Coast, and Central, they can pull from that inventory and ship it hundreds of miles away and cover a majority of the United States with what Carvana already has. And here's a shocker. I agree with it. It will make these dealerships have to compete and be more honest, meaning you're not going to be able to fuck over the people in your local area. If you're in one of these areas with one of these scumbag dealers, and I'm talking about David Stanley in Oklahoma City, those pieces of shit, all right? I'm talking about Bowers in Louisiana, those fucking scumbags, right? If you're dealing in an area with any of those, you don't have to deal with them now. You can literally get on your phone and just order your new Dodge Charger straight to your friggin' door. Who would not want to do that? You don't have to go to a dealership and sit there for hours while financing figures out how they can bend you over and rail you up the ass. You can do everything on your phone. Have your terms, pick whatever warranty packages if you want, everything right on your phone. Why the F are you going to go down to your local dealer that wants to screw you? That's why I said I want to reach out to Chop and see what he thinks about it, because they have a pretty straightforward program there. I've bought a few vehicles from them now. And I know you're going to say, well, TK, you're only getting a favorable deal with them because of your YouTube or because, and I was like, that's not the case. I was cooking their dealership at the beginning. Like, we definitely were not friends at all. All right. We weren't. But, when you get the actual facts and you get in and you see what they're doing, which I've done, I've literally sat there and watched them work deals with customers. I've literally watched sales guys at Tobin tell somebody that maybe you should wait like 6 months. Like, they could do the deal, right? But they're going to pay like 16% interest or whatever it is. And I've literally watched a sale guy and a manager come out and sit down at the table with them and say, you know, maybe you should wait like 6 months, get your score up a little bit, and then come back in, and we might even have more incentives because it's around this holiday or this situation. Most dealers are just like, yeah, we'll go get you in at 16%, you know, or whatever. And whatever their buy rate was, maybe the buy rate was 12 or whatever, or 13, and, you know, Tobin's making a little bit of money on it. But the fact that they're saying, like, they're not pushing, you know, forcing a sale, that's why I mess with that dealership. Now, dealerships like that are doing things the right way, like Tobin is, I can understand them being suspicious or not happy with what's going on with this Carvana shit with Stellantis products. I can 100% get it. But I will say this, as far as I know, Tobin is still the #1 Dodge dealer in the world in terms of moving numbers, you know, moving metal. So if I find something else different in the future, believe me, you know, I'll let you guys know. And I'll reach out. Maybe we'll do a follow-up video or something, or I'll see if Chop has time. Maybe I'll go by the dealership when I get home and try to talk to him about it and see what he thinks about what Carvana is doing. Chop's also political. I know he's not going to shit on them, you know, for business purposes, most likely. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he says Carvana can eat a dick. I have no idea. I can't speak for the man, but it'll be interesting to see what happens, because I gauge a lot of stuff what's going in the car market, especially when it comes to Stellantis or Dodge, by what the employees and the staff at all different levels at Tobin say, because it gives me a bird's eye view into what's going on in the market. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think about this bullshit going on from Carvana? Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.